In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 19, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Dallas Mavericks versus Charlotte Hornets. After having their 3-game winning streak shattered by the Philadelphia 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks will try to get back on track in Saturday's clash with the Charlotte Hornets. There were no last-minute heroics to save the Mavericks from a 111-101 drubbing at the hands of the Sixers. They failed to cover as 3.5 points dogs in the matchup, while the Hornets have won and covered in each of their last 3 games, including Wednesday's 116-106 victory over the Atlanta Hawks. The Mavericks were on fire before getting stopped in their tracks by the red-hot 76ers last night, so they will be eager to bounce back in this one, especially Doncic, who shot just 5 of 20 from the field in one of his worst games of the season. The Hornets have come to life with 5 wins in their last 7 games, and they looked great in their big win over the Hawks on Wednesday. So I can see why the line is so close in this one. Coach Jason Kidd said he hoped Marquise Chris could play Friday or Saturday. With Reggie Bullock out again, the Mavericks stuck with a 3-guard lineup with Doncic, Dinwiddie, and Jalen Brunson for the second straight night after beating both Boston and Brooklyn. The Hornets have a slew of small guards, but the Mavericks are perfectly suited to defend them with Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. Both clubs are fighting for playoff positioning. They have won 8 of their last 9 and will punish Charlotte's 29th ranked rebounding percentage. The Charlotte Hornets have the rest advantage and have put together a nice week, but they're still a team that's hard to trust against respectable teams, and they only win at home by an average of 0.1 points. The Dallas Mavericks have been a covering machine over the last month, and they win in the favorite role by an average of 7 points. The Mavericks are 20-13-1 against the spread on the road. You can make an argument for either side here, but the Mavericks are 15-3 against the spread in the last 18 meetings in Charlotte, so they are just too tempting at the short line in this spot. I like the Mavericks here even though they're on a back-to-back. So the Dallas Mavericks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Hornets come into this matchup ranked 3rd in pace. The Mavericks, on the other hand, are the complete opposite, coming in last in pace through 69 games. Dallas will control the tempo and play at their speed with Luka Doncic commanding the game. Charlotte has nobody to stop him or speed him up, so he will dictate the pace in a mainly half-court game. The total number has gone under in 4 of Dallas' last 5 games and 6 of their last 7 games facing Eastern Conference teams. So under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a Central Division clash on the hardwood on the shores of Lake Erie. The Detroit Pistons are on the road as they travel to face the Cleveland Cavaliers Saturday night. Detroit comes in off a 134-120 road win over Orlando Thursday night in their previous contest. Cleveland knocked off Denver 119-116 in overtime in the front half of a back-to-back set at home Friday night. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Pistons own a 132-96 advantage and have taken 2 of the 3 matchups this season. That includes a 106-103 home victory in the most recent matchup on February 24th. The Cleveland Cavaliers have not played well enough over these last 2 weeks to deserve to be laying these sorts of numbers on the end of a back-to-back. Also, the Detroit Pistons have put together some nice performances over these last couple of weeks, and they're shooting 47% from the field in their last 5 games. The Pistons beat the Cavaliers about 3 weeks ago and have won 3 of the last 4 meetings overall. The Pistons have covered 12 of their last 13 games. The Pistons will again be without Hamidou Diallo and Frank Jackson, while Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham are both listed as questionable. The Cavaliers are also shorthanded as Dean Wade and Rajon Rondo are both still out. The Pistons were really struggling to hang with teams before their win over the Magic thanks to a career night from Bay. But with Cunningham still out, The Pistons are going to need another big game to hang with the Cavaliers. Cleveland is clearly the better team, but fatigue is going to take a toll on the Cavaliers. The Pistons also have 2 outright wins over the Cavaliers this season, so the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Cleveland is in action Friday night against the Denver Nuggets and will be on the second leg of a back-to-back. They come in tied with the Raptors for the 6th seed in a hotly contested Eastern Conference playoff race. They have been one of the better defensive clubs in the NBA, and with the lowly Pistons coming to town, they should be able to put the defensive clamps on them in a big game for them. Detroit is merely playing the role of spoiler at this point of the season, so expect an inconsistent effort compared to last game versus Orlando. Detroit is the league's second worst scoring offense this season, yet has seen the over post a 33 to 34 to 3 mark in their contest. This season, the Pistons are an average team this season regarding tempo, ranking 16th in the league with 98.2 possessions a night. Detroit has seen the under hit in 6 of their last 8 games. Cleveland has seen the under hit in 40 of their 69 games this season, with 1 push. The Cavaliers are 27th in tempo with 96.2 possessions per game. In this series, the over has gone 7 to 1 to 2 in the last 10 meetings, but the total in each of the 3 meetings this season hasn't exceeded 209. This one ends up short of that number, especially as the average total for Cleveland in the second game of back-to-backs is only 203 points per game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Lakers versus Washington Wizards. The Los Angeles Lakers are in the middle of their 4-game road trip. They suffered 3 consecutive losses and will play the second of back-to-back games after facing the Raptors on Friday. The Washington Wizards, on the other hand, lost each of their last 5 games. They came home from a 4-game road trip, on which they lost all 4 games, and then added another defeat against the Nuggets at home. The Wizards are also playing the second of a back-to-back set after playing the Knicks on Friday. These inter-conference rivals have met once this season, and it was a week ago at Staples Center when the Lakers secured a 122-109 victory. The Wizards were better in 6 of the previous 10 head-to-head encounters. Looking at the betting trends, the Lakers are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 0 days rest, 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a losing record, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Wizards are 4-14 to 1 against the spread in their last 19 home games, 4-22 to 1 against the spread in their last 27 games against a team with a losing record, and 15-35 to 2 against the spread in their last 52 games overall. The Lakers are again missing Carmelo Anthony, Talen Horton-Tucker, Wayne Ellington, and Anthony Davis, while the Wizards are still without Bradley Beal, who is out indefinitely. The Lakers were desperate for a win to get out of their ugly slump, and they were able to get that with a dramatic overtime win over the Raptors last night. But they will be so disappointed if they had a letdown performance in this spot. The Wizards have been one of the coldest teams in the league over the last couple of weeks, and they are only 4-14 to 1 against the spread in their last 19 home games. So the Los Angeles Lakers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Washington's defense has been disastrous of late. They allowed 115-plus points in each of their previous 7 games and 122-plus in each of the last 4. The Lakers' offense is far from being impressive at the moment, but they shouldn't have problems scoring 115-plus against the team that is 25th in defensive rating. Los Angeles is 5th in pace, so the host will face a lot of brief possessions and plenty of shots from the visitors. 2 teams that struggle defensively as it is, and they're both on the end of a back-to-back. Expect tired legs and not a lot of effort on the defensive side of the court. The over has hit in 5 of the last 7 games for the Lakers. The over has also hit in 13 of the last 16 games for the Wizards. Washington's home games are quite efficient recently, so this one should be a classic shootout with a bunch of buckets on each end. These 2 teams rank in the bottom half of the league in defensive efficiency, and the Lakers play at the 6th fastest tempo, so over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.